Hi, I'm Jacob Kirching, and I'm an International Sales Specialist here at High-Test Technology. Today, we're going to be recording a video series for the WINRES-20 and its testing capabilities. The WINRES-20 measures winding resistance, and we will show you how to measure that, as well as look at the records and show the data and tests on your PC. I hope you enjoy the series.
This is our WINRES-20 that we will be demonstrating today. It is our winding resistance tester for high-test technology. Our WINRES-20 can perform tests for up to 20 amps of direct current fast and accurately. To tell a little bit about how the device works, you press the power button to turn it on. Here you can see our emergency turn-off button, our power connector, our battery LED connector, our built-in printer that comes standard with all of our devices, USB connectors to connect it to your PC and to use our software to analyze the data and tests, our 7-inch touchscreen, and then here you can see our tap changer, temperature sensor, discharge LED indicator, and our fuse. And then here you can see, right here, our I+ and I- current terminal, and then right here, you can see our 2 voltage channels for resistance measurement. To start the winding resistance test, please press this tab here and then press winding test. You can decide to test only the primary side, the secondary side, or both. However, today for this demonstration, we will only be testing the primary side. Here you can see our quick options to quickly change settings for the mode, the primary current, temperature correction, and so forth. But to go into more options, please press settings. Here you can see the current. You can select from the predefined numbers or enter a custom one yourself through the Edit Custom tab. However, because of the size of our transformer, we are only going to be testing with 1 amp today. After that, you can see the test mode. Here you can choose to test by user so that the operator chooses when to stop conducting the test, or you can do it automatically, where then you use condition and time to indicate when to stop the test and to see if it is stable or not. Moving on from there, we have the vector group. Here you can indicate the vector from the selected features or the selected options. Moving forward, we have the temperature. Just as last time, if you wanted to choose the material reference or use your own sensor here, you can indicate that. However, we will not be today, so we are going to not activate this feature. Moving on, we have the tap count. Here you can indicate the number of taps you would like to have or test and measure for. However, we are only going to be using 1 tap today. Here is the test information that you can enter in for your company, station, operator, manufacturer, model, and serial number. And finally, we have labels, where you can enter in the primary, secondary, and power configuration for your transformer. Here you can see is our transformer. After inputting the configuration of the primary, secondary, and power, you will be given a recommendation here. After that, you can go back, and after you make sure all of your options are correct from the settings menu, please press next. After pressing yes, you go back to the transformer and you make sure that the cables are in the correct position that they are, with I1 and U1 positive, and then I1 and U1 negative. After you make sure those are correct, press cables OK, then press test. The caution indicates that the machine is working. Here you can see the 1 amp is being applied. And over here where it says waiting, it is making sure that based on the conditional and the time that the results will be stable or not. And it indicates it is stable. See, it was discharging, and we're done. After turning the WINRES-20 on, if you would like to perform a resistance test, please select Resistance Test. From here, you can select for either a winding resistance test, a shunt resistance test, heat run test, load tap changer, or a demagnetization test. Because we are going to be demonstrating a shunt test, please select Resistance Test. Here you have our quick options where you can change the options in one click or two. You can either select only for R1 and test only R1, only R2, or both R1 and R2 with a jumper. But for today's demonstration, we are only going to be doing R1. For more settings, please select Settings. Here you can see the test current. We're going to select that first. And from here, you can select from a predefined number of options for our ampage. However, if you would like to have custom ampage, you can select Customize here. Here we can select 4 or any value you would like, and it will be one of the options here. Select 4, and that is our test current now. From here we have test mode. Either you can have it end by user, so it stops whenever the user decides or the operator decides to end the test, or you can have it done automatically by the machine. And for the machine to recognize if it is a stable test, you can set the condition, which is the margin of error, 0.2%. And you select it within a time frame for when the machine ends the test, 5 seconds. We can also select 4 seconds. And if the machine ends the test within a margin of error of 0.2% over the last 4 seconds of it ending, the test is saved and considered stable. Select Next, and you'll be brought back to the settings. Here, it will be defaulted to a temperature correction of not activated, but to activate it, please press Yes. After activating that, you can see here from the temperature sensor, if you have that plugged in, the display will be activated here. If the user knows the temperature of the laboratory or wherever you are testing, you can edit here, edit temperature. We can set it to 35 degrees, for example. And we can also select between copper and aluminum, or by the temperature of the material you are testing here in edit material. Here we can set it to anything we would like. And then for reference, for the reference temperature that you would like to test, you can either select between 65, 75, or you can edit the reference yourself for a temperature you would like the reference to be tested at. Go to Next, and if you would like multiple reads for one test on your records part of our machine, where you can see the selected tests, please select Yes. If you do not want to see multiple reads, please select No. And for the test info, you can select all the information you would like to put in, such as your company, station, operator, manufacturer, model, and serial number. After you are satisfied with your tests, please go back. If you need to change anything, you can change it through the quick settings here, and then hit Test. The caution indicates that the test is being run. It is considered stable. Before finishing and entering in your information, you can see our 2 results. One from our laboratory temperature of 40 degrees, as you can see here, and the second from our temperature correction from our settings of 60 degrees, which we edited manually. From here, you can click Finish and enter in all of the information you need to enter in. Today, we will be testing the load tap changer. To begin, click Resistance Test, and then click Load Tap Changer. After that, please look at the quick options here. From here, you can change the number of tabs we have and the test direction from 1 to 3. And you can test the primary side or the secondary side. Today, we will be doing the primary side. After that, you can see the stop mode where you can change the condition based on the time. And here you can also see the test current. You can select from the predefined features or the custom. We clicked the custom, and then you click here to have that be the test current. From here, please select test. And although because we are not hooked up to a transformer to actually test the device, we're not going to get any test results here. But depending on the time interval and if it is stable depending upon the condition, you will get your results here. And after it is considered stable, it will switch to the next tab. And here you can see the number of tabs that we are testing. Because we are not hooked up, we're not going to get a stable test result. So we're going to stop and cancel here. Perfect. Wait until it is discharging and then click finish. Here you can save your information, as you can see, as is the same for all test results. And here you can save memory. From here, perfect. Normally, if the test result came back positive, you would save, but because we're not hooked up to anything, it could not, but that's fine. Once you get the same save results, you can go to your records and find the test and display it there, or you can go to your DMP software on your PC and connect this to your PC, or using one of our Bluetooth models to display the same information. For our last test, we will be showing you how to perform a demagnetization test. To do that, like all tests, please select resistance test and then click demag test. Here you can see an image for what your test result should look like if it is performed correctly. To change the current, please either select from the custom, edit, or the predefined current values. When you are done, you can select either primary, secondary, but today we will only be doing primary. Then select test. Because we are not hooked up to any transformers, and this is just a demonstration, we will not have any results here. However, it should look like that first image that we showed. Now I will say, we're going to cancel now. Please wait until it says discharging. I will say that if the test comes back and it is not completely demagnetized and it does not reach 0, you can keep performing the re-demagnetization test until your transformer is 100% demagnetized. Again, wait until it is done discharging and wait until it is safe. And you're all done. Thank you again for watching High Test Technology's WINRES-20 video series, and I hope to see you in the next video explaining our host of other high quality devices. Bye.